The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 134. You get the NASDAQ up 30. S&Ps are up 13. Gold contracts up $12.50 at $13.43. You get silver up 36 cents, $20.13. Platinum's up 12 at $1,064. We have oil up $1.11 at $46.43. We have gas numbers coming out at 10:30.
Natural gas.
Natural gas has been moving big time. We have one of the targets in the trading room telling us that the summer is over at 10:21 a.m. this morning.
And what was 10:21 a.m. this morning?
Summer is over evidently.
Oh, okay. The actual summer.
Actual summer. You know,
Exactly. Go for it.
King dollar's down 630 ticks. You got the notes up 8 ticks, the bonds up a full point, and the Fed doesn't go up, and the market, the NASDAQ and the NDX 100 are at highs.
The market liked it.
The market liked it. There's no doubt about that. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, Kevin, Scott have a great show, swim lessons. If you want to know options upside down, folks, listen to it. You can do it right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV on the right-hand side. You're going to see some great HD audio. Well, you're going to see HD video, and you're going to hear HD audio, and you're going to see their charts, and you're going to see, bottom line, exactly what they teach each and every day. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. Well, here we are. Now what?
Now what?
Well said.
Now
What's
what?
next?
I'm telling you, man. So the probabilities, folks, are still staying at the same when you look at the Fed Fund futures rate, meaning that they're 58%.
Yeah.
In December.
Because they're even lower in November than they were yesterday.
Yeah.
Just to put it-
Yeah, but here's the thing, Tom. Janet Yellen has now officially painted herself into a corner.
Yes.
Her comment yesterday, she said she's basically going to raise in December.
Right.
Unless, of course, here's what I talked about this last week on the Swim Lesson Show. I told our viewers to watch for the headlines and watch for the articles to start coming out talking about, did the Fed miss their window to raise?
Okay.
Because if you get any disappointing news between now and December,
Right.
it's going to be, did they miss their window?
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Or what's going to happen? And she's all but said, I'm raising in December. So this is going to get a little interesting, I think, if any of these numbers between now and December come out on the poor side or weakness or no lack of inflation. So it's going to be a crazy next 3 months.
No, it's pretty cool, actually. I agree. I was thinking about that on the way in this morning, that the jobs numbers and the inflation numbers, folks, are always important, but they're going to be more so now because it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Each number is going to be under the microscope.
Hey, well, you know
Yeah.
what? And that's where the cycle gets pretty wild. I mean,
The cycle? What's it?
The market being cycle.
the cycle. Okay.
Yeah, that we get one number out, market will go up 200. We get the
Sure.
next number out, market goes down 200.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, if you're trading the dollar or if you're trading bonds, hold on to your, buckle up.
Well,
This is going to get a little crazy. I mean, just look at the move today in the dollar and the bond.
and
That's
and to me, the dollar and the bonds are still saying that rates are going up, because it's interesting because the dollar got hit, but the dollar still hasn't got to another low. It can't get down to that swing low. So someone's buying that dollar every time it comes down. It's like, okay, really? And, the bonds, you get a move in them, but, it's not going through the downdraft that was created last week. So it's going to be, that's going to...
Yeah, it's going to be a fun fall. I think we set ourselves up for a fun fall.
Well, that's why I brought up the aspect that at 10:21, today we're coming into the fall.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. I don't want anyone in Florida telling me about the change of season. Every day it's summer where you are.
I know. I didn't even know what he was talking about, right? Exactly. I didn't. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. So, hey, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to do some more work. After a lot of work we did yesterday, we're going to talk about more advanced order types.
Cool.
And working with the Thinkorswim platform to put in advanced order types.
Nice. And, folks, if you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform, it's very easy to do. You come over to our website at TFNN. You hit the banner on the top of the side. You can bring up the platform. They'll let you trade with paper money. You can follow Scott and Kevin every trading day. Swim lessons. It's phenomenal education. It's an amazing platform, folks. It's a professional platform for professionals, but also for the retail trader, which, is totally where it's at. And
especially if you trade any kind of options, right?
Totally.
Not even close in terms of the tools.
Totally. And what is so cool is that, it's amazing, Kevin, when I think back, folks, there used to be programs, whether it's TradeStation, all these other, companies charge $5,000 just for the program, that now that you can just jump on Thinkorswim and do all that, and they're all integrated into the programs. Yeah. Isn't it amazing where software has come out, even, your platform has come. It's like crazy, man.
You know what? It's funny, Tom. When I was standing in the pits, young traders would learn how to trade via being your clerk in the pit.
Yes.
And standing next to you and learning in real time.
Right.
And the joke I used to always say to young kids is, you should pay me tuition for what I'm teaching you.
Definitely.
I shouldn't be paying you. You should be paying me.
Oh, I would have loved to have been your clerk, man. I would have loved to have been there. Oh, I wish I was. Sometimes I wish I was born in Chicago, man. Listen, you have a great day and a safe day. We look forward to the show at noon, Kevin.
Always a pleasure, Tom.
You too. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls. Now, Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Right now, you have the Dow Industrials up 131. We get the Nasdaq up 28. S&Ps are up 12.5. And Thursday, of course, we have natural gas.
We sure do. Inventory numbers at 10:30.
And natural gas has been on a move, man.
Yeah, we're at 307. Which is
307.
big. I mean, we're in the twos for a while, right?
Long time.
Yeah, it seems
Long
so,
time.
at least.
And each and every time that's been coming up to those threes, it gets sold off. So
Yeah.
this is going to be intriguing watching this thing shake out, man.
Yeah. Just going to pull the chart back a little bit to get a quick. So you can see, definitely. I mean, you know, you're looking at just as recently as September 7th, we're at 266.
Right.
So it's quite a move.
Right.
So I was looking at the 11 a.m. spreads.
Yes.
And we're at about 307. And there's ones with 305 being the ceiling and 305 being the floor.
Okay.
So that would be a nice one if you wanted to trade both sides. As
Yeah.
in, you know, the one with 305 at the floor, you're going to have a little bit more value. So for this, you'd be risking 30, getting in at 308.
Okay.
Which is basically 30 pips, ticks, whatever you want to call it, above the 3050 floor.
Right.
And you have profit potential all the way up to 3250, so 170.
Yeah.
And then same thing, you'd be selling the one with, you know, the floor,
Okay.
the ceiling right where you are. And that one is a lot lower risk because, of course, basically there's no value, as in the ceiling, if you can see my mouse, is at 305. So when you're going to the short side, you're going to be risking less, but in theory you're paying more premium because you're selling it right now at 33.038.
Right.
You know, and the market's at 3.066. But either way, you're looking at only about $42 for that trade.
Right.
So you need 42 ticks basically away from 305.
So let me pull up the UNG just for a second, because so UNG. Look at that. That's interesting. So we're over. What is that? $9? Yeah, it's $9. $8.87.
Yeah.
It's a little light volume, but this is going to be interesting watching how this thing shakes out. Okay, so let me close this again. This is a big level up here, man. They've sold it off every time it's come up here.
Yeah. Maybe with the market rocking and rolling and oil rocking and rolling, it
Yeah.
might be the time.
No.
As in that it pops.
Yeah, no, I know. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't have any real conviction on this baby.
Yeah, we'll take a look.
As to where
Usually if we make that trade, it's
wants to
literally
go.
during the break as it leads up to it.
No, totally. Let's go to our man Carlos. Carlos in Mexico. Carlos, what's going on, brother?
All right, Tom. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tom.
Good
How
morning.
are you
Morning,
guys?
Carlos.
So, Carlos, are you on the
Also-
same time frame as us, or are you 3 hours earlier than us now?
Actually, it used to be 1 hour different from California, so I look on my watch. I still have the time in California.
Okay.
I have close to 7:20.
7:20. So
And it
it's
used to be 1 hour only difference in my hometown, but it changed. Now they have to adapt to the Puerto Vallarta time, so they can be, because they're very close,
okay.
under the same hour.
Yeah.
So right now it's 2 hours more. So it's 9:20, around 9:20 right now.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's only an hour. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yes, but it used to be 1 hour difference. They only, for economical reasons, they have to adapt the difference of 1 more hour. So Puerto Vallarta and New Vallarta can be under the same time.
Okay. So you want to look at gold out here?
Yes, Tom. This is the situation. I was long gold until yesterday,
Yeah.
and I didn't get to sell to the highs, but I got a decent profit from
Good
the
for you.
metal, gold,
Yep.
silver, and platinum.
Okay.
But now I turn around this morning and short the 3 of them, but I'm looking on gold as my preference because
Okay.
I still believe that the dollar is going to be a big factor. I can feel it around here. So
Yeah, no,
can you
listen,
give me an idea?
I agree. Just make sure that what you want to do is this: is that actually there's a couple tigers in the den that wanted me to look at a couple gold stocks, and I can tell you right off the bat, there's a couple of them that I watch a lot that are failing right now. Like First Majestic's one of them. It's like it doesn't make any sense that this thing's failing again. It's like, okay, it's already down from $18 it's a $12.54, and it's like, it got the pop yesterday and it already went over it and closed underneath. It's trading underneath it. So it's like, okay, they're still selling off a few of these equities, and First Majestic happens to be one of the best silver equities out there. So it's like, okay, why are you selling that off? I'm just, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
so in that context, what is going to happen, I suspect, out here today is that we're going to know quite a bit. The dollar has not taken out a swing low, and if the dollar today ever rejects this lower price again, it's going to be unbelievable. Meaning that the dollar is going to be that strong, because the dollar, bottom line is that if the Fed's not going up on rates, and if the market thinks it's not even going to go up on rates in December, it's like cry wolf again, But it looks to me that that's not a bad trade out there, and I know it's deviant. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Another thing I noticed, Tom, and in this time that I got long on the metals.
Yes.
I know I was going long against the Fed meeting and another reports that were important. And I noticed this was the toughest time for me to be in a long position, even though in that, okay, and I would say good, very good.
Yes, that's great.
I feel that it was the hardest or the toughest time for me to make money on metals. And I said, no, you know what? This was not based on only technicals. It was more on new driving. The reason it moved up.
Good for you, man.
So I just sold it when I could, and now that I see that it's in a level, in my opinion, that it can possibly either go to the upside or go down, I'm placing my stop, trading stop.
Yeah.
And
he's an animal.
There you go.
Getting ready for the next move.
I love you, Carlos.
Sounds like a good plan, man.
Well, you know what it is, and what you're hearing here, folks, is that what does happen is that some of the hardest trades are really great trades, and that was a great trade. Sure. That's the bottom line. And there's some trades that are easy to put on. There's others that are hard. And I think flipping the position had to be a hard trade too, because it's like real close here. I mean, as the market went topside, the Nasdaq is at highs. The S&P's not and the Dow's not. But the bottom line is that when you're all at highs, it's like, hey, that can drag everything up. So. I like your positioning, man. I mean, what's so cool, folks, is that it's so great that there's so many of us out here, because picture, I'm looking at these golds and silvers quite a bit, and then all of a sudden I just looked over to the Tigers den, and that's when I started looking at First Majestic, and I pulled it up, and I said, I can't believe that it's failed.
Totally.
Because First Majestic is a great stock, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's like, okay, there's something going on here again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cooking, brother.
Well, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you very much.
Carlos.
Thank you for taking my
Thanks,
call.
Carlos.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there. Tommy and I are coming right back, folks. Dow's up 143. Nasdaq's up 34. S&Ps are up 14. We're going to be right back. If you're looking to discover a new financial resource and diversify your financial portfolio, consider the new Market Safe Focused Commodity CD from Everbank. This 5-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 6 equally weighted commodities, including gold, silver, copper, nickel, soybeans, and sugar, in one powerful CD. With annual pricing caps of 50% per component, you could earn up to a 50% upside payment at maturity if the commodities increase in value across annual pricing dates. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. Take advantage of this financial resource designed to grow with the times. The October 13th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, and they sold it off again. So natural gas, let's see, stockpiles rose 5,200.
52 billion cubic feet.
Thank you.
Yes. And we'll see where, and usually they're coming across. I'm not sure what the median estimate was, but yeah, that's quite a move down right off the bat.
So we just moved from, is that 30?
We're at about 3065 or so, 3067 almost.
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, we spiked down to about 304, 303.
And of course, what ends up happening is that this thing more than likely will move all over the place. Yeah. What has happened in natural gas, though, that $3 number is a big number because...
So just taking a look at it, I mean, it actually made it below 302. So go ahead.
Okay. And it's a big number in general because if we look at this contract...
And I'm just seeing it. So the median estimate was 50 billion cubic feet, and they came in at 52. So there's 2 billion more cubic feet than they estimated, but not a huge miss.
Right.
So.
Right. And if we take a look, let's bring this up, because what you're going to see is that I believe it was 2 days ago, natural gas really broke topside with some real juice. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. So,
and I think that's a different contract, not that it's...
Yes, no, it would be. It would be.
Yeah.
That's when natural gas went from $3 to look at the 313. Now this contract here has to break over, what is that number there?
High 314.8.
Okay, 314.8. And right now, this is delayed, but it's at
314.1.
314.1. And if we go back to, oops, you're at 303, right?
Yes.
So at 303, on both sides of that contract, if we had done both sides of that, where would we'd be at?
Would have about 20. So 303 is going to get us $20. So the short side is the one that's going to have value, right? As in, you can see the long side has no value right now because we're now 2 pennies, which is 20 ticks below where there's any value. And there's just not enough time with an 11 a.m. Spread to have any value because all it would be time value basically. So if you wanted to buy this back, you'd buy it back, and we're getting a little spike lower, but that would be your buyback of like 19. So you have about 20 cents in value. And as it was coming out, it had ticked down a little bit, right, where it was
Okay.
about 306. And so at 306, the full trade would have been about like a $36 per contract trade. So you'd need it to be about 4 full pennies, so 40 ticks away. So about either 301 or 309.
Okay, that's
would
good
be
to know.
kind
we'll
of like
keep
a
that,
ballpark.
We'll keep our eye on that.
Break
before,
even.
You know,
Yeah.
right till 11 o'clock to see. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Market-wise out here, let's see what we have. We have your Dow's up $1.47. You get the Nasdaq up 38. S&Ps are up 15. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness. Every one of them. Look at this. Every one of them's positive.
Interesting.
There's not a stock that's in the negative, folks. The leader is
In the Dow.
The Dow, yeah. You have the leader out here is United Technologies up 1.4%, Boeing's up 1.2%, American Express 1%, Merck 1%.
It's also amazing if all of them are positive that nothing's more than 1.4% higher.
That isn't it? Yeah.
To go 30 for 30, you could have one that could run a little bit higher, maybe.
No doubt,
Yeah.
no doubt. Inside the NDX 100, what you have, the leader out here is Mylan Pharmaceutical. That's up 3%. American Airlines is up 2.5%. Discover Communications up 2.4%. And Express Scripts is up 2.4%. Taken away from it, this is pretty impressive, too. That, you get 100 stocks, and the laggard is only down 0.8%.
Sure.
That's Lam Research. What is this one here?
I mean, it's a big positive day, though. To
No,
put
it is. It is.
The Dow had nothing down.
Right. Tesla is down 0.6%. Tesla's going to get interesting because what has happened is that Tesla is trying to merge with Solar City, and there's lots of suits going on right now that basically looks like they could put a kibosh on that whole deal. So
Some shareholders definitely want to, right?
oh,
Yeah.
I guess the shares, the suits are just piling up.
Sure.
So bottom line, they got some problems.
Yes.
Some of the high volume stocks in this market right now. Bank of America's up 2 cents rather. Procter & Gamble's up 59. We have look at this. Oh, that's an IPO, I believe. Let's take a look at this. This is up. Elf Beauty, is that? Let me see. Operates a cosmetic company. The company offers beauty products, eyes, lips, face.
We always talk about Alta, right?
Yeah. Yep, IPO. Look at this. Wow. It's
a good first day.
It's a good first day. You go out as an IPO, let's see, so shares offered, 8.3 million shares offered at $17, and you're up $9.40. That's pretty intense. That really is intense. The world markets out here. So if we go over to the UK, we take a look at the UK, folks. We head at the UK. FTSE is going after its highs too. The high in the FTSE is 6,955, and right now you've hit 6,937.
Can we put this chart in dollars?
Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh man, that's weird.
I remember when you showed me that.
Totally.
It's really interesting when you look at.
That's so. I'm glad you brought that up again because when you bring it in dollars, in case you're in your car,
as long as the Brits never need to leave Britain, they're fine.
They're fine because what happens, folks,
But
when
the
you
second
put
you
it
go
in,
to the rest of the world, unfortunately, I hate to laugh, but it's a shame because that's what
Because when you put it
that's
in
what
dollars,
the market figured out, which is pretty cool.
I
You know
know.
what I mean? That's just how things work. It's like that seems to be the consensus. But
when you put it in dollars, folks, what happens is that it's under the day that the day before they were voting to leave the European Union.
Right.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah, and it looks like if you're just keeping it in pounds, which is what it pulls up in.
It looks beautiful.
That it's just gangbusters to the positive side.
Right.
Yeah. It is as long as you're just dealing in pounds.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It really is. So let's go over and we take a look at what you've had here thus far is this. The gold contract is holding. We brought up the aspect of AG, but let me see where Barrick is.
I think
ABX. because Barrick isn't holding either. So check this out, folks. This is what's important to wrap your head around a little. Last week, gold had every right to break topside, and it failed too. 2 weeks ago, actually. Here it is, right here. And it's like, okay, what is pushing? See that right there? I mean, you know, on the, is that the 6th, Tommy? I'm having a hard.
That is the 6th.
Okay,
yes.
so on the 6th, gold went topside and did great, man. You know,
It's a big move, yeah.
and it failed.
Yeah,
You know, and it has to do with whoever is selling, you know, when you come off the highs, there's 2 different days. There's July 12th and there's the
August 5th.
August 5th, man.
I don't think, well, is this the first day you're looking at
July,
this one?
no, way over.
Okay.
Yeah, right
Is
there.
the okay.
The one,
Yep,
that
the
one
12.
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
That's where the seller is.
Okay.
You know, in this
Yeah.
market, man. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We're going to be right back, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Right now, we have the Dow up 143. The NASDAQ is up 37. S&Ps are up 14. And don't forget, folks, you stay right here. We get a lot of great programming coming up for you. 11 to 12, we get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Swim lessons, TD Ameritrade, 12 to 1. Steve Rose, 1 to 2. Dave White, 2 to 3. I'll be back 3 to 5. We got our man, Mr. Andy Heck, coming up 5 to 6.
Full lineup.
Full lineup.
We got
out
a full
here.
market of action, so it makes sense.
There's action, man. So yesterday, if we take a look at now, this is pretty wild because the let's see if there it is. Okay, so one of
Is that what you're going with, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
Leon Cooperman, who is a huge, very successful hedge fund manager, has been in the business for a long period of time, has a great name,
Sure.
has a great reputation. The SEC accused him of insider trading.
Yes.
So on the way in this morning, I'm listening to Bloomberg, right?
Okay.
And they had Arthur Levitt on. And
Okay.
Arthur Levitt used to be the chairman of the SEC in the 1980s and the beginning of the 90s, right?
Okay.
And so this is pretty wild. Tom Keene asked him a question, and the question was, well, what do you think about, Leon Cooperman getting charged? And when you were the SEC enforcement, what would your enforcement arm think? And this is amazing. I guess it makes common sense, but I wasn't expecting this answer. He says, when I was in enforcement, he says, the enforcement would be licking their chops, that we were always looking for a high-profile manager or a politician that's taken advantage of their position.
Sure.
And
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but bottom line, he said he thought the exact same thing. So it's going to be wild watching the shake out.
So he would have proceeded.
Oh yeah, that's what the enforcement.
had.
The enforcement division is always looking for that.
Sure.
So for the most amount of impact, and
Right.
because they have to spend so much time on a case. This case goes back to
Because part of the reason why things are illegal is not only to punish people that do wrong, but also to de-incentivize people doing wrong in the future. Just to bring,
Yes,
you know what I mean.
right.
So of course it makes sense that
Right.
if you never bring down a big powerful person, you need to de-incentivize that type of
Right.
action as well. For
now.
sure.
This is option trades that took place in 2010.
Yeah, and I don't even know the details. Like I said during the break of this.
What
I just-
happens
I
is
don't.
that
It was a 5-year investigation, though, which makes me think that they probably do have something. I can't imagine a prosecutor would go after somebody so big after so long, unless they had some capability that they thought that they could get a conviction. Or is this just civil too?
Oh no,
No, it's criminal.
No. Well, no. SEC is always civil at the beginning. That's
so it's civil. That would mean that it's civil so far.
Yeah, exactly. So what does happen though? That's an interesting question because
Yeah, I think it is only civil right now, and I heard a few things that it might be more difficult to get a criminal because of the rules around the way that the evidence came to light.
This is what's
with tipsters and whether they're paid and how that works, and, and when you translate that to a criminal.
The tipster, this wasn't done on purpose, but it was his son that was totally flipped out. So what happened is that his son runs a hedge fund also, and the son sent a letter to the SEC and sent a letter to the board saying someone got inside information, and here's all these trades in the option market that these options never traded. This is what's it's so far over the top, and it of course wasn't done on purpose. They didn't know that his father would end up being charged.
Sure.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And they had, I got a story, they had the trades yesterday. So what the trades were is that the trades were an option. He bought 1,954 contracts at a nickel. And when, this was in July, and then it got announced August 8th, July 14th or something. And then those went to $2.54.
Not bad.
And then he also bought debt. And when he bought debt, now this is what he did. He bought debt, and the debt went up 7%. So bottom line is that they claimed that he made $4.5 million, which is nothing for this guy.
Right.
Right.
But that's what they can prove. That's what they're alleging.
Right.
To put
I know.
So he may have made a lot more if he's actually guilty of that from those types of things. And maybe this is just where they got him. I have no idea. But just to say it's nothing.
That's the theory. And if I was him, after they couldn't get Stephen Cohen, I'm sure that he's sitting there like, oh no, you got to be kidding me, because they were after Stephen Cohen for 15 years.
Sure. Right.
And bottom line, They got people around them, but they
If
never
you're making
got.
option trades and buying options for a nickel that are going up, 40 times, 50
I
times your
know.
money, you might be a little worried if you're doing it off of insider trading. So it makes sense, right?
Exactly.
It's like that's
exactly.
talk about a stereotypical insider trade if that's what the details
Right.
at a nickel to
I know, and
it seems like what they teach those people at the SEC to look for on like day 101
They
of
had-
like buying super out of the money options.
What
and,
I'll do for tomorrow morning show, I'll get the article because they had on Bloomberg yesterday. I showed it. They have the chart. They have they have the actual trades.
Sure.
And what Bloomberg said is this is the allegation, but then they show they show the trade, and the chart goes like this, and then it was 90. He had 90% of the options.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's not too bright, folks. That's the bottom line. No matter well, hey, we'll find out. We'll find out in a few more years.
Yeah, probably. At least a couple, 1 to 2, right?
Yeah. It takes that long.
Yeah.
Market-wise out here, let's. It's the end. You actually want to keep your eye on.
You know what? Why don't we just take a quick peek
gas,
at gas before
right.
you jump around? Yeah, so we're approaching 301. So to the downside, and what time is it now? We get still 12, 13 minutes left, but our trade was we needed 4 pennies of movement one way or the other if we would have went both ways. And 301, it's approaching.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Man. That's for
very seldom when we pull those up do we lose all the value in that type of a trade.
I know.
Right? Because the only way you lose all the value is if they expire right at that 305 mark.
Right.
Whereas the floor and the ceiling. And usually we get some movement, which is nice. So even when you're risking that 40, maybe you get 20 back some days.
Right.
If it expires at 303, you get 20 back.
Which is really good.
It's a lower variance trade for sure, as opposed to just going long or short.
Right.
Because a lot of the times you are going to lose your entire investment.
I was just going to say, because I've lost $20 and $25 many times.
You're putting it up for a 3-to-1, 4-to-1 type trade, and you're going to lose it at least 1 out of 2, 1 out of 3 times.
Right. No doubt. If we take a look at these NQs. So the NQs right now up $29. NQZ6. Okay, so they're still staying up pretty good. But that's the ones you want to watch out here today, folks, because they're bottom line is that the further they get away from these highs, the further they can go higher.
And Apple's up again, right?
Yes.
Take a peek at Apple. I mean, that's just. Barely,
It's
I guess.
Still up. It's up though. That pushes it in. The SPY, which is going to be intriguing with the SPY, is that the SPY is right at the gap. You're at 217.35, and the top of that gap is 217.08. So that's the number to keep your eye on. You stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman. We'll bring you through the next hour. Swim lessons. Have a great day. Have a safe day. Thanks, pal.
No, we're not.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Oh, my God.
We got one more
We got
segment.
10 more minutes. Not
There we
yet. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Dow's up 144. Nasdaq's up 34. S&P's up 14. We'll be right back.
Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge Heard Daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 135. We get the Nasdaq up 31. S&Ps are up 12. And, bottom line is that, even Carlos was calling. Let's go take a look at that gold contract, GCZ. Still flat, really. Not flat. It's up $10.
Where it was,
yeah, but where the high out here has been 1344, 1341. That being said, a few more of these golds are basically selling off. The GDX has just gone from 2856 to 2797, and that's, well, at this point it's only filling the gap from this morning, so we'll have to see where that shakes out. But let me go look at First Majestic again. Yeah, they're selling that down. So First Majestic failed, and that's a good silver stock. And so did Pan American Silver. So this seller's in that market still. We'll see where that whole thing shakes out. The King Dollar is still hanging at down 595 ticks. Bonds are kind of hanging where they were also. King Dollar and bonds will tell us the most if, in fact, the market is going to raise rates versus Janet Yellen.
And how about a quick look at oil?
Yeah,
Oil's
oh yeah,
got some
CLX.
action.
Oh my God, we're not in 2007 yet.
Not yet,
17 yet. 17, oh my God. So you get the 268,000 contracts. You're at 46.37. We'll see whether it can make it up to that swing point.
It's almost 11 o'clock, so we'll see with the volume.
Yeah, the volume's dying on the vine up here.
Yeah, for it almost being 11, and oil closes at when? 1:30?
1:30, yes. So oil's going to need more volume. We go to the XLE. Let's go take a look at the XLE. XLE high 69.21. They're selling that off too. So ExxonMobil. Yeah, Exxon was high of 84.55, and you're at 83.54 right now. And more than likely that has to do with they're going to be tied up with the SEC and the state of New York for a while, because first the state of New York went after them for the value that they're putting on oil in the ground, and now the SEC is investigating.
Seems like it's pretty legitimate if that's if.
Yeah, the SEC is going after them.
But where there's smoke, there's usually fire, and if they're both coming at them, there's smart people in both those offices putting themselves on the line, going after them.
Oh,
right?
totally.
I mean, that's so you got to take that with some credibility
Oh,
when
yeah.
they do that.
No, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
Those guys don't get promoted when they go after companies like that and get nothing, right? And lose, and just
don't get promoted.
Yeah, right. I'm just putting it nicely. That's not what they're in the business of
right.
doing.
No, I'm sure that they get some real connections, political. It's like
for sure. Yeah.
You run ExxonMobil.
Right. For sure.
He has a Rolodex.
You better have. Yeah.
Get that Rolodex going. No doubt about it. Volumes out here. Let's go take a look at them. We have 232 million on NYSE. If we're dealing with the composite, you get 575 million. And the IBB is testing its highs. We'll see if we can get over the 300. The IBB hit 299.85. I believe it's 299.48, I think. Yeah, 299.48 is the number to keep your eye on. And now that high that we're talking about, that's only the high of the last 6 months. Because when you do look at the IBB, you'll see that the IBB, it was 700 and something, I think. Oh, it was 400. Yeah, not 700, 400. You stay right there. Now, folks, Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming.
Handing off the reins to Basil.
Handing it off, baby. Handing it off, just like a football. You got to love it. Have a great day. Have a safe day, folks. Look forward to speaking this afternoon. Of course, tomorrow morning. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.